Mr. Kriss Larock. I will say it again because I think we have some newcomers, but I want to lay down a couple of ground rules for us tonight. Please turn your phone on silent, and please keep the table talk to a minimum. Also, we will be passing around a tip bucket at the end of the night because this is a free show. Alrighty. Anyway, though, my name is Micaiah Ramos, and like I said, welcome to the roast of Mr. Christopher Larock. I have no idea why we're doing this. You think we'd be roasting someone more important? Oh, guys.
Here we go.
But we have a lovely dais of people. As you can see, half of them look like cops, and JR looks like the one that's gonna be brutalized by the police later. The whole dais took this seriously, and I didn't because I said, fuck it, it's Kriss. Fuck this guy, dude. He's only doing this to stroke his ego. Anyway, we have Hugh Simpkins here. Yeah.
Thank you for using my full name.
He is the last person that I've seen that looks white but isn't since Michael Jackson. I would say the only thing more desperate than Huey is the need for Kriss's attention.
Hey! Heard that.
Huey looks like the dude who bullied you in high school but slid into your DMs years later. We also have Jim Carney in the house tonight. Yeah. Jim, a lot of people tonight are going to touch on the fact that you have Tourette's. And I peeped your Facebook. You race snowmobiles?
Yep.
You're a fucking liar, dude. Get your Stevie Wonder ass out of here. Jim looks like his Tinder profile would have consisted of truck pictures and holding fish. I want to be more mean to you, but you look like you might shoot up the bar if I am, so. But I will say, you are a beacon of hope for me, because you have a beautiful wife, you have an awesome, amazing, cute little kid, and you're disabled, and you somehow look like that and have all of that. It gives me hope that I too one day will.
Thanks, Micaiah.
Somebody had to say it.
We also have JR in the house tonight. Yeah, give it up for JR Cortinas. We love him, we love to see it. I can't tell if you own gas stations or if you wait for work outside of a Home Depot.
He does both.
Oh, no.
If you've ever seen JR's comedy, he does a bit about Fat Bitch Friday. And he says that he does it to service the ladies. I say he does it because that's the only people that want to fuck him. JR is also dating a nice white woman, proving that even though he's the Mexican in the relationship, she's doing the job no one wants to do.
Oh, poor Taylor.
We also have Matt Klaus in the house tonight. Yes, awesome, love him. He looks like he started to bald at 18. And I don't know why, but I just have some feeling that he just deserved it. God, Matt, you just remind me of one of those guys that tries so fucking hard to not be white. You look like your entire personality is your hat.
Wow.
Matt looks like he won't grow a beard because it won't connect. That's why he settles for the stash. And I have to say, Hitler would have loved you. Matt is my uncle. He's also partially one of my role models. Yeah, I think he's the reason why I feel so comfortable dating cokeheads. Alrighty, and now we're gonna give it up for the man of the hour, Mr. Christopher Larock himself. of himself. He thinks that everyone here that's roasting him is actually complimenting him. But I will say, he is a man worth celebrating. Like getting sober and going to rehab. Or getting sober and going to rehab. Or getting sober and going to rehab. He might relapse tonight. And I know that at least a third of the audience is hoping he does. Oh my goodness. Kriss has done so much blow, he actually has a third hole in his nose. Yeah. Did you guys know that Kriss is actually in the closet? Yeah. I would say the only thing gayer than Kriss is a Sam Smith performance. I have no idea what you're more likely to die from, an OD or HIV.
Don't write anything down.
Kriss, you look a bit lost. You do know that this is your roast, correct? It's not the free clinic. Oh, goodness. I will say, though, I give it up for Kriss. He is so successful. He has built an empire, actually, if you think about it. And I'm sure that you have nepotism to thank for that. Because without it, you would not be successful and probably sucking dick for crack. That was so mean. I'm so sorry. He also has a $2,000 sex doll in the basement to prove his success. The only thing bigger than Kriss's dick is the line of coke he's gonna do when he relapses tonight. I will say though,
Oh my God. I hate you.
It's 105, buddy. You're used to it.
I will say though, if you know me, my cats are like my kids. And I would not trust my kids with Kriss, because I'm afraid he would either fuck them or throw them against a wall so hard that they would die. Anyway though, we're going to give it up for our next roaster of the night. I'm so sorry, Kriss, I love you. Please don't cancel a comedy night. Give it up for Hugh Simpkins!
Stand up.
My mom, don't let my mom see this.
She's on FaceTime right now.
Bad internet.
Oh no.
Kill it right now. Hi, everybody. How you guys doing tonight? Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't look like any of you guys have guns, so that's a good start. There's a lot of you here. Based upon the population of psychopaths here on Midland Street, a couple of you still got a gun. So let me start this off with saying that I apologize if I've offended any of you. Never mind. If you have a gun, I'm sorry if I've offended you. Everyone else can fuck off. Listen, I'm sober, I have ADHD, and this thing bothers me. I wrote down a bunch of jokes about Kriss. Let me stop and back up a little bit. I moved down to Midland Street just before the fucking stupid pandemic happened, and I met this guy, and he's a wildcat, and everything was great, but he ended up like always parking his car fucked up. And no big deal, no big deal. Like I party, but like his car was never kind of close. It was like he saw the line and he was like, "Oh, it's 6 feet that." He just like swerved at it. Found his fucking debit card. I got out of my car one time. I almost blew out my ACL because I stepped on this cocksucker's fucking debit card. Like he was so blown out of his mind, he just like got out of his car and he was like. Wandered off like the dainty little fairy he is. I love him. I love him to death. You're a good man. All right, those are things I made up off the side of my giant dumb brain. This is gonna hurt. But it's okay. Here's the thing I gotta say to you, my friend. I say these things to you, we all say these things to you, they're all gonna hurt, they're all gonna suck, but no other motherfucker's gonna get to be able to make fun of you again because you're gonna be resistant to it. So it's your arm, okay? So take it like that. Kriss reminds me of Jack Osborne. He's skinny fat, he's in rehab, he's fat, he's out of rehab, he's back in rehab again. Kriss has the eyes that remind me if he was a vampire, he'd only suck dick blood. You know this place is coven, right? Witches and dicks and sucking them. Oh my God. Kriss does remind me of one of my favorite magicians of all time. Criss Angel. He's fashionable. He's got good looks. He's got a good body. Dangerous eyes. Does weird shit with birds. So let me back up a minute. Me and this man have shared like almost equal eye apartments across from each other, but mine being a little bit big brother. So like I can see deep into his apartment, but he really can't see into mine. So it's perfect for jerking off and watching him do whatever he's doing. That's not even a joke, I really do that. I'm gonna do it after this. And the best part about it is, from my angle, all I see is y'all's feet. My favorite part anyways. So this weirdo, I would see quite often, naked with the bird.
Oh no.
How do you know the bird is there, you ask? Because I seens it. Doing that awkward bird fucking, I should be on like a pirate ship, but I'm with this butt pirate instead, and I just flap awkwardly thing. Kriss goes down, does a line. Pops back up. Paulie wants a cracker. That goddamn thing freaks out all the goddamn time. He scared the shit out of that fucking bird. It was 5 years ago, statute of limitations. He went to rehab, he's fixed himself. We can laugh. You do have that cocaine for me later tonight though, right? Okay. Right, shh. Yeah, basement. Yeah, we'll wrap it up in the dollar so that nobody knows. Can't wait to chew my bubble gum real hard. Like,
Oh no. I've never actually done that.
yeah, I've never put it in my pee hole either.
We're watching. Oh my God.
Bro, nobody lasts that long naturally, you weirdo. Goddamn oil rigger. So, Kriss reminds me if Criss Angel would have butt fucked B. Arthur, and that butt fucking created a baby. And then miraculously, that baby had sex with another baby, and they grew up alone and did coke together. Thank you. You look like a crack baby. I don't know. That's all I got. What sucks the most is I'm gonna see this fucking neighbor like every other day, this fucking rest of the year. He's gonna look at me like, fuck you, Huey, short, ginger, droopy-eyed fuck. Yeah, I know. And fuck you, I am a droopy-eyed fuck. I didn't do that, something fell out of my dick. Wieners, jokes. Oh, yes. Hey everybody, you ever seen a douchebag in a Corvette? That's the joke. Like, you fit so many stereotypes of a white guy in a fucking Corvette. It just kills me. But it's like, it's kind of cool because it's like you've come into success at a great young age to where you can rock it. You can look good. You're awesome. But I just look and I'm like, man, did that guy like buy that car? Or is that the weird gypsy fuck that stole some old dude's ID and then bought that car? You like a gypsy, fuck you. Words. Douchebag.
Oh no.
Your eyes. I underlined douchebag and followed up with your eyes. I feel like your eyes are so gross. If you were a girlfriend that wanted to fuck, then yeah, but your eyes actually scare me. I feel you undressing me all the time. He can't help himself, folks. He just can't help himself. I told his girlfriend I would scratch that joke. Come find me later and I'll scream it out loud. The joke, not her name. I scream out Kriss's name when I have sex because I want the girl to know that the condom's broke. Damn it, that's such a good joke. I hate him saying that. Fuck. Oh, go for it. Nope.
Don't be a pussy.
Do it.
Say it. Do it.
Okay, actually, one time I did get invited to a threesome with Kriss and his beautiful girlfriend. And I was drunk, I was fucked up. I think we were all having a good time. And
It
then
was like a five-some.
it did occur to me that everyone had a partner but me. And I was just like, you better catch something quick or get in a hole or wiggle or something, and the last thing you want is to have a bunch of naked fucking sucking slippery fishy people give you the awkward eye. So I did the only thing that any respectable neighbor would do. I went down on your girlfriend after you made her a cream pie.
Oh,
Gross. You guys think I did it for my pleasure. I did it to keep the room clean. I'm a team player. That wasn't the bad part. Okay. There was some grossness attached to it. I didn't wash my beard. So for the next week, when I put on my CPAP, I just smelled the lust of love in there. Just. Oh yeah, brother. That's that squanch monster. I would like to think the parts I enjoyed weren't you, but her. But we all know the truth. Oh! You got in there deep. All right, sailor. Sorry, I'm trying not to apologize. I'm sure your vagina tastes great. You, Kriss? Oh,
It's awkward.
yeah. I just got the feelings, so hold on. Kriss is the first person I know that has a sex doll, and I feel bad for the sex doll. I've seen what you do with that fucking pirate's GPS. It's this shitty joke towards your parrot. Like, do you ever like wake up out of like a coke-filled boozer and just like look at the parrot and you're like, Polly looks and she's like, ah, she's still alive. Go over and eat that girl's ass.
Oh no. Got a lot of material there, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the one trail that I said would be positive, that you would enjoy. So let's please give it up to Kriss's beautiful girlfriend. She is a gem. She is amazing. She also is and follows directly with this next joke. And I written this, I've talked about it. It makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. And I'm always drunk, dumb, and high, so it doesn't make sense. But this one it does. I believe all women are dung beetles. And Cheryl is a very, very wonderful dung beetle. Because she has found this particular dirty, sad, emotionally crippled piece of shit that she is trying to pack together and make a fucking ball out of so she can keep it. And it's very hard. It's very hard when you're an older piece of shit because you're a little crusty on the edges, you know? You're like an old fucking sandwich has been out too long. Like, you gotta really try hard, maybe add some heat, try to patch it all together just to make you be presentable and fill all the voids of her father and just be like a good overall adjustment in life. And yeah, you're a piece of shit.
That's where that was going.
See, Cheryl, you just want to be a piece of shit. Like, he's a good guy. Matter of fact, all you women are dung beetles because all men are pieces of shit. So, women, can I get a round of applause for the ladies? And if you are a lady and you're in love with another lady, a round of applause. I don't know how two of you get along. I can't make one happy. So, good job for you guys figuring it out. I'm just a dung beetle expert. So in November, I gave up porn, and clap, ladies. Oh, you women wish all your men gave up porn. You'd be getting your brains fucked out of your mind when you were getting your laundry taken out of the fucking dryer. You'd be getting plowed constantly. You girls would hate it. Anyways, I gave up porn, and it really made me feel like good about myself for quite a long time. Until I ran into Kriss. He was happy because he just got out of rehab, so he was offering free shots. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's do some shots. So I do shots with Kriss. Before you know it, I wake up and I'm jerking off. But it's not my hand, it's Kriss's hand. This weird dick-beating fucking pirate motherfucker convinces me it's only gay if I don't come. So of course I busted. Kriss is this is my last one and I'm out. Got my time, folks. Pick on you? Forever. How much time I got? Yeah, 3 minutes? Okay. Okay, I don't want to mess this up. You guys, thank you. I appreciate you, Kriss. You are a very good man. You are a people of Bay County. I appreciate you and what you do. Thank you for having the balls to go up here and let me make fun of you.
You just put your tongue in my ear. I'm only.
Alrighty, give it up again for Hugh Simpkins! Take it easy there, cowboy. I gotta say, the only thing more painful than Huey's set was Kriss when he pees. Alrighty, give it up for the Morgan Wallen wannabe himself, Jim Carney!
Carney!
Psych, I didn't actually like Nixon. I dressed up for a Western style barbecue tonight because I was told we're making roast beef out of this jive turkey tonight. Let's fire up that silly stove and let's get baking. First, I want to give a quick shout out to all my top sponsors. I'd like to start with Bob's Meat Market. You can beat his meat, but not his prices. Campbell's Detroit style kneecap soup. Tastes a lot better with some sprinkled cheese head on top. And last but not least, the cream of Carney ice cream truck. That doesn't actually exist yet, but I have plans for it. I'm actually going to start off with giving my due diligence to the other roasters here tonight. They're trying really hard to be funny for you guys, and it's way past their bedtime, so thanks for the support. Just like the word abundant, it means a lot. You guys might be wondering why I'm wearing glasses. First of all, it's always sunny in Doucheville. Also, everybody here knows, most people, I have Tourette syndrome, and these lights fuck with my eyes. See what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'm going to start with Jay. I like Jay. Jay's a cool guy. He's been really good to me, really welcoming, really warm guy. We tried to order DJ Khaled off of Wish, and we got this guy instead. So, it works. So, see, Jay works as a safety guy. What most people don't know, though, is that safety guys have a secret handshake in private. They just grab each other's dicks. They also like to practice opening doorknobs using only their mouth. It's true. I walked into a safety meeting 10 minutes early one time and I was not pleased with what I saw. See, Jay's a really good guy and he's pretty hard to make fun of. He really is, because no one really knows if he's Indian, Mexican, black, gay, autistic, or just Hamas. It's hard to be too specific when he's actually all of those things. Get to know him, you'll realize I'm telling the truth. He's like a Heinz 57 type of guy, you know? But the Tabasco sauce version. Spicy, man, I like it. Now I'm gonna move on to Matt Klaus.
Yes. No.
You all might recognize Matt from the children's book, Where's Waldo? It's funny because the family he left behind is still looking for him. I look deeper into you guys than you think, man. I know your secrets. I know about that trip you took to Cabo that one year. In Matt's free time, Matt really enjoys aggressively telling people that he's actually native. You know, he also enjoys arguing with bots on Facebook and jacking off to promiscuous pictures of Whoopi Goldberg, dressed up as a pirate. You see, when Matt's got frustration issues, when Matt has a really bad day, he goes home and he pets his dog really, really hard. Poor guy. You know, poor dog. So, see, we all got lots of information on Matt by just looking at his Facebook profile. He puts a lot out there. See, the last time he was profiled this much was by the FBI's Public Masturbation Task Force. They got him, guys. Now I'm gonna move on to Micaiah. Very nice lady right here, Micaiah, our gracious host. She does a wonderful job, very nice girl. But Micaiah, I'm gonna spare you tonight because I got you pretty good at your birthday roast a little while back. And I still feel bad about your stupid dead cat. No, I do. I've got a couple dead cats in my backyard. I've had buried too.
Thanks.
I got really frustrated with them. That's all they got, you know. Anyway, plus, I'm not going to take into consideration any criticism from a drunk Dora the Explorer. Come on, guys. Swiper, no swipey, whatever. It's also frowned upon to abuse a small child in public, so you're welcome. And by the way, you said I have a cute baby? I know. And it would be really easy for you to have a cute baby too if you stopped trying to rack up so many rewards at the abortion clinic. You're a funny comic, but you're a terrible person. I thought you guys all knew that. I didn't think it'd be that funny, you know. Last but not least, I'm going to turn the attention to Huey. The guy we all know and love. I've only known him a little while, but I've learned a lot in that little while. Hugh Simpkins, also known as Huey Simpleton. If you all turn your attention to the simp pimp over here, you might recognize Huey from his knockoff tribute band. Huey Lewis and the new Chomos in Cell Block C. Chomos.
Oh, rape.
It's a prison term for child molesters, okay? I thought more people would get that. That was one of my best ones, damn it. God. You guys, come on. You guys need to give him a little more cultured in here. All right. Huey tells me he's native too, even though he doesn't really look native. But I actually believe him, though, because he has yet to tell me what he does for a living. He's not just capping, he's per-capping. Fuck yeah.
You got us both.
Yeah, you're right, man. I did get you both. We should just start calling Huey Toast, because he is always getting burned. It's kind of funny, though, because like ever since natives have been getting per cap, their golf game has gotten so much better. At least the ones in Mount Pleasant where I live, they're a really good stick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Huey's the type of person that comments on a porn video.
Not anymore.
He really likes to point out that he's the one sitting in the cuck chair. Loser. Now let's get into the real show. Kriss motherfucking Larock.
Hey, let's go.
He has no idea who I am. I introduced myself to him earlier, but I really don't think he was listening. His eyes are pretty glazed over, so I mean, I don't know. Kriss here, he's the number one reason that Bay County has a shortage of hair gel. Again. He is a great example of what would happen if Charlie and the Chocolate Factory knocked up Ellen DeGeneres. And she laid an egg and hatched him with a pussy fart. And that's why he likes them so much. First thing he ever smelled. Kriss used to live in New Orleans, Louisiana. Poor guy. After failing to reach any of his personal goals, he gave up like any other rich kid that was faced with adversity, and he came home. He left a city that's entirely below sea level to come back home to Bay City, a city that feels like it should be below sea level. Because every time I come here, I see weed everywhere. There it is. That's the first good pun of the night. Probably not my last. Yeah, thanks, man. Hey, here you go. Yeah. Kriss brought a little bit of New Orleans back here to Bay City when he moved back. See, once he moved back, there was a citywide chlamydia outbreak. A strain that's usually only native to New Orleans. And Kriss. Weird. Whatever, man. Anyway. See, some parts of New Orleans are very, very different once you cross the train tracks. This little fella replicated that environment with his bars here in town. This place here is pretty nice. It really is. But if you walk out of here and you go down to Dussos, it is very, very different. So I want to say congratulations. You did it. You polished the turd. That's the turd. You did your best. I probably.
You did your best.
I'm going to educate you guys a little bit here. The name Larock is actually French for crack rock. He's been obsessed with crack rocks ever since he was a little boy, when he found his mom's secret stash. She got so mad at him, that little prick. I've been told that Kriss is a straight man, but vehemently claims to not be gay. But I don't know though, because Huey told me just the other day that Kriss did a pretty good job sucking his dick.
Oh, shit.
Definitely not a first timer. Hey,
What?
that guy owes me an extra minute. He just interrupted me.
Go for it.
When he gets in, let's all boo him.
I'll count to 3.
On Kriss's Facebook profile, his occupation is listed as entrepreneur, which we all know is just a fancy way of saying I'm winging it. Or, I sell insurance for Aflac because my multi-level marketing scheme failed. Yep.
Poor you.
2 people understand that joke, I guess. Okay, whatever. See, he originally got into freelancing, though, because he thought freelancing had something to do with his favorite gay dude, Lance Bass from NSYNC. Yeah, see, he almost started his own boy band, too, to mimic Fancy Lance and his crew in NSYNC. He was originally going to call it Whiskey on Larocks, but he changed his mind because he realized that he's scared to death of ice cubes.
I get that one.
Especially the rapper.
That's a good one.
He eventually settled on the band name In Twink. Fuck yeah. See, Kriss has been going through a midlife crisis now for the last 30 years. When are you going to calm down, dude, and leave some pussy for the rest of us? Stop tainting all of them. There's almost no blondes left, man. Damn it. Kriss is a raging man whore. Everybody knows that, right? However, he does have one slutty talent that is pretty impressive, I think. In a really dark room, Kriss can tell the difference between black, white, Asian, and Mexican pussy just by the smell. He said that the Asian ones are the easiest to pick out. They just smell like iPhones. You gotta teach me how to do that, man. You gotta teach me how to do that. That was pretty cool. Kriss loves hosting drag shows, as a lot of you might know. He likes to mix it up when he goes on stage. He dresses up in a fat suit, and he goes by the name of Crispy Queen Larock Your Socks Off.
Same in your number.
He never wins.
That one traveled.
Yep, it did. See, you gotta throw those ones in there every now and then. So they appreciate the really good ones. Kriss's grandpa was a successful demolition contractor. Kriss is also a bit of a demolition expert. He destroys his relationships, he destroys his credit ratings, and on every weekend he gets his ass blown out. My pal Huey right here,
God damn it!
my pal Huey always watches this happen because he's the one doing it. My man Huey. See, Kriss always wanted to be a big tough guy just like his grandpa. One time he actually tried out for WWE, but he got sued for copyright infringement when he wouldn't stop yelling out, "Can you smell what Larock is cooking?" What a dumbass. It was meth. He was cooking meth.
That was a good one, too.
To me, Kriss seems like the kind of guy that would randomly show up during your LSD trip and then guide you through the journey as your chill little wingman. Then when you fall asleep, he goes and fucks your wife. Some of you can probably relate. And he shows her what Larock is really cooking. Micaiah's cat. I told you I wasn't done with you yet. Now I'm done. See, when Kriss walks into a building he owns, everybody knows that the motherfucker in charge is in the house, right? If you don't know who he is right away, just give it a minute. He'll find a way to let you know. He loves the spotlight, which is why we're all here tonight. He believes that there's no such thing as bad publicity, which is really good for him because that's usually what follows him. Bad publicity and really entertaining rumors.
That's true.
Every time Kriss goes to Texas Roadhouse, he tells him it's his birthday. He does this because his mom never sang to him as a kid. Kind of sad. Apparently, he has about 20 birthdays a year. But honestly, I'm kind of upset with Kriss right now, though. Last time I was here in this bar, I went to go take a shit, and the bathroom stall door was broken. Dude, I had to wedge my car key in the door to get it to stay closed. It was a pain in the ass. But when I sat down and my ass started crowning, some scary motherfucker named Huey broke down the already broken door and tried to suck my dick.
Tried? I sucked it.
Well, even though I was pissed off, that was the best blumpkin I ever received. So, happy birthday, Kriss, and fuck you, Huey. Come see me in the shitter after the show. By the way, I just checked, and it's still fucking broken. It's been a week now. Fix your goddamn door. Well, now I know how it works.
My glory hole.
Anyway, guys, my name is Jim Carney. I'm done. Nice to see you all tonight. That's my time. Thank you.
Ask one on. See you in the bathroom. I was so nice to you and your wife.
Alrighty, give it up again for Jim Carney! That was awesome. He did such a great job. He really did. I will have to say, though, Jim would be the one douche that wears sunglasses at night.
I already pointed that out, so you wouldn't have to.
I have to say also, the only reason I get abortions is to prevent the children from having Tourette's.
That's how it happens, actually.
He may be frustrated with cats, just like Kriss is. Alrighty, we're gonna give it up for our next roaster of the night. And he is one of my good friends. He has helped put together this show and make it so enjoyable for all of you out here tonight. Give it up for J.R. Cortinas!
This is the one I'm worried about.
I go on last.
Oh no.
How's everybody doing tonight? Let's give it up for our roast master, everybody. Micaiah Ramos. I identify with Micaiah a lot. It's not because we're Hispanic, it's because we're both gonna show up tonight and be fat and mean. But only one of us is gonna be a cunt today. Guys, fuck. I'm so fucking high right now.
Yes!
The only thing higher is fucking Micaiah's caloric intake. A lot of people tonight are going to talk about your weight, Micaiah, but not enough people are going to mention how much of a fucking crybaby you've become. Seriously, you fucking cried in this building more than Kriss has, and he lives in the fucking basement. There's really nothing sadder than that at all. I could see him now just saying to himself, oh, all that's missing is a bunch of failed marriages as his tears fucking lubricate his masturbation. Yeah, he's thinking of dudes. But for real though, all you fucking slobs, pick up after yourself tonight, you know, so Kriss can get some shut-eye. He needs it with that fucking luggage he's carrying under his eyes. This house is a home. Yeah, this is usually Micaiah's venue for her open mic that she hosts or whatever. It's she has her own brand. She refers to it as the double-edged sword. Most people think of it as some kind of double entendre, but it's just Micaiah's cry for two white or pink penises at the same fucking time. The amount of swords it would take to fill that size of a pussy could build the fucking Iron Throne. That pussy has seen more white males than the GOP convention.
Oh my God.
It's no secret. Micaiah enjoys the company of upper to middle, middle to lower. No, that's not right. It's lower to redneck white males. That vagina has hosted more rednecks than Mudfest. Micaiah's fucking pussy has had more white men inside of it than the line for a Jason Aldean concert. Her type is pretty much like Walmart Republicans or Antifa members. You know, one of those rallies is where, one of those Antifa rallies is where you might see Micaiah on the prowl. But let's be honest, a woman of Micaiah's stature doesn't go on the prowl for anything besides a Chinese buffet.
Oh my God.
Speaking of Chinese buffets, how's your cat?
He's dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I know Micaiah's cat died recently, and what the fuck ever. Wow. You better tell him not to call again. Fuck, that really just happened.
Number one rule.
Shit. God damn.
Dead cat.
Wow, that really happened.
Dead cat?
Dead cat.
Yeah, dead cat. We're getting to it. Shit. Oh yeah. So speaking of Chinese buffets, how's your cat? You know, Micaiah's cat recently died, but really that pussy died about 3 years ago on January 6, 2021, when Micaiah was late for that gangbang in DC. But it was okay. Most of her gentlemen callers had already been arrested that day for shitting in Nancy Pelosi's desk drawer. That's the real day my pussy died. Yeah. Micaiah often refers to her vagina as my pussy. In my opinion, a pussy describes a smaller cat. But in Micaiah's case, it should describe something like a Bengal tiger, well over 600 pounds and with stripes resembling stretch marks all over it. Such a special occasion we're having this evening, aren't we? The stars are out. We are dressed to the nine. But from what I understand, Micaiah was having a real hard time picking what she was going to wear tonight. She couldn't find any cherries or pineapples that would fit.
Oh wow.
Shit. There's this new kind of porn out right now. Mostly black people are doing it where they wear the ski mask when they have sex. Well, to Micaiah, that's kind of old shit. Only in her porn it involves white hoods. That's enough about her. Cunt. Anyway, Klaus. Matt Klaus, everyone. Give it up to Matt Klaus now. Shit, he's about to come up and wow y'all. You know what? A lot of you tonight said, I ain't going to that shit. I won't know any of these fucking people. And you were right. It's fucking Matt Klaus. That's the guy you didn't fucking know. And to be honest with you, he's just like one of the fucking Pistons, you know? It's easy to find where Matt Klaus is in the room. You just look for fucking Where's Waldo or his little fucking Peaky Blinders hat he's got on. Don't let him fool you. He's a goddamn hatfish. That's where you're bald and you just lie to women. You wear a hat all the fucking time. I don't even know what a fucking hat. Anyway, if you haven't seen his mustache, you should. It looks like it should come with a pair of chrome aviators and leather pants. It looks like it Pringles the Blue Oyster Bar either with or without him. Matt kind of dresses like, somebody called him a fake Indian. I think he's more like a fake Mexican. He kind of dresses like a cholo, like his nickname should be Spooky or Gasper. Matt Klaus looks like Kid Cudi's DJ. His facial hair looks like the Lowrider magazine emblem. I gotta be honest, you know, he kind of looks like a graffiti artist that can't draw. That mustache, though, it's like the Village People on Cinco de Mayo. You know, Matt Klaus used to be an MMA fighter. He worried a lot about cauliflower ear. It's funny because Kriss only has to worry about cauliflower dick. And I want to give a big shout out to my man Jim Carney because all I wrote was emotional support dog. Couldn't come up with a joke. That was fucking dope. Yeah, speaking of fucking Jim Carney, if you hadn't heard, Jim has Tourette's or whatever. He is also a pipe fitter. Local 85, my main man, in the fucking building. But really, fucking pipe fitter with Tourette syndrome? That's like a blind painter. How the hell are you a pipe fitter? I can see you holding that well rod right now. And you're probably getting burned more times than Kriss's dick. When he holds the weed burner, he looks like Ali at the 96 Olympics. But seriously, y'all, we got Morgan Waldeman with the fucking shakes. How the fuck do you pour a glass of water, my man? You probably spilled more liquid than Michael J. Fox standing over a urinal. And he's also had a baby recently, right? Everybody give it up. My man has had a baby. Somebody fucks this guy, right? There's a person out there that has sex with this dude. But from what I understand, from Jim's wife, the pregnancy was smooth. Jim is a nurturer. He gets that from his mother, whose pregnancy consisted mostly of cigarette smoke and 2 attempts with a rusty coat hanger.
I'm a fighter.
Are you? By the way, everyone, before we proceed, I'd like to give it up to my man over there in the Houston, Texas hat. I am actually from Houston, Texas, so I know a little bit about what fucking country is. And this man is wearing a fucking cowboy hat tonight, right? He looks about as country as a fucking Wu-Tang album. I mean, this guy literally lives 100 miles from Canada. Could you tell me more about your experience with the Confederate flag, please? I really appreciate you and Kid Rock's opinion. This dude is less country than Little Nas X. All right, Hugh Simpkins, everybody. We got Huey in the fucking house, folks. Again, the stars are out. Wow. My man Huey, he's a white redhead, appearing to be from one of the Caucasus regions of the world. But no, my man Huey is a proud, paid member of the tribal nation. And with that, Huey, I say how. How the fuck do you get paid for being an Indian? Literally, we walked to the fucking casino together, and all these guys on the wall look like my Uncle Tony. It's fucked up. It really is. This guy looks like Conan O'Brien's broke cousin who sleeps on his couch. Really, like, he can get him a loan just about any fucking where. He walks into the state secretary of state looking for his native money. The fucking redneck at the stand tells him, yeah, man, I can tell you're an Indian. They seal the deal with some kind of Freemason handshake. Fuck. Huey is also a car salesman. He's put people in more pieces of shit than Kriss Larock's dick. But like most natives, Huey is a fucking alcoholic. He has more holes in his liver than OJ's alibi. My man Huey is way too nice. If you notice, he didn't talk about any of us tonight. Did anybody notice that?
Yeah.
Like, he gets friend zoned pretty fucking often. He's like that special needs kid your mom made you take to prom back in the day. And now, on to the piece de resistance, ladies and gentlemen. The main course for the evening. Can we give it up one more time, y'all, for Kriss Larock? Fucking tie your boots up, motherfucker. Are you really wearing fucking cowboy boots right now? You're about as a fucking cowboy as Freddie Mercury. When I first met Kriss, it was in the 2017 region. He had just made his first voyage back, which he didn't go back, to New Orleans. And I said to myself, man, I'm from Texas, guy from New Orleans, sister cities. You know, maybe we'd have something in common. But it's 2017 and I see him in a bedazzled fucking Affliction jacket. And I'm like, where the fuck did you get that, man? Like, that thing should have went in the closet in 2007, about the time you came out. Shit, Kriss Larock is so gay.
How gay is he?
I said, Kriss Larock is so gay.
How gay am I?
He hates the movie The Birdcage because it's just not gay enough. Kriss Larock hates the movie Tu Wong Fu because it's just not gay enough. But he only admits to his therapist that he jerked off to John Leguizamo. Some of you, man. Okay. Kriss Larock's playlist is contrived mostly of show tunes and Bette Midler soundtracks. Kriss Larock thinks a cockfight is when two drag queens fight over the last line of coke naked in a hotel room. Just a bunch of flailing penises, you know? Man, fuck. Kriss Larock has purchased enough cocaine product that the country of Colombia is asking for dual citizenship. Fucking if Kriss Larock had an action figure, it would come more cracked than Micaiah's ass. What kind of name is that? Kriss Larock. It should be like Kriss Smokes Rocks or Kriss Smokes Cocks, you know? Yo, this man fancies himself some kind of fucking pirate or whatever. He's like a homo Jack Sparrow. He also has a parrot that he's a horrible fucking parent for. And with that, I used to be his neighbor. And when he would leave, this parrot would screech at the top of its lungs. I mean, screech. But it would not only screech, it would screech his toxic ex's last name, Amber, Amber. It's pretty fucked up. I wouldn't want that motherfucker around either. Nowadays, Amber just comes to town to get her ass whooped in front of some of our finer establishments so we can all watch it on Facebook the next day. Polly wanted Amber. I think Kriss Larock liked her so much because she acted more like the man our door wanted Kriss to be. Yes, 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 yes. Kriss's grandfather is the great Art Door, a pillar to Bay City. I mean, this man is also a pioneer in combat sports and the MMA scene. He paved the way for entrepreneurship here in Bay City. This man owned at one time half of the buildings in Bay City. This man actually owned a very successful demolition company. This man would eat suede donuts and leather pancakes for breakfast. That's how tough this motherfucker was. How did the testosterone-induced apple fall so fucking far from the tree? I'm serious. How does such a rugged man have a grandson softer than Kleenex? But seriously, are you wearing makeup right now? You're wearing fucking makeup right now, aren't you? God damn. If Art Gore was here right now, he would say something like, God damn it, Chrissy, that's a boy. While Chris is in the business of peddling booze and boobs, Chris cares little as to what's beneath the waist. This man has gone both ways on the field of play more than Deion Sanders. This man walks into an orgy and is more like, hey, where do you need me, coach? This man could literally be Sixth Man of the Year if there wasn't already 6 dicks in this 7-person orgy and only half of them have male pronouns. Oh, yeah. I mean, you entitled fuck. I've never said entitled son of a bitch. How the fuck does a Vegas lounge singer dressing motherfucker get that much pussy? How? I've seen it. It's fucking ridiculous. You are quite the celebrity in this town. Your habits can be compared to similar Hollywood names like Rob Lowe, Charlie Sheen, Chris Farley, Jim Belushi. Hopefully you don't die. But with that, the only difference between you and these people is that these people had fucking talent. And well, at the end of the day, I know your shining star would be considered more like Robert Downey Jr., a man who has been able to survive depression and addiction. But it's also, in a sense, fitting because you look like a homo variant of Iron Man from the 6969 universe.
That's a nerd joke. I like that.
I'm trying. I was thinking we had more Marvel people in this motherfucker. I guess not. Yeah, Chris is a pillar to the Bay City nightlife. He really is. He is one of these guys with such amazing ideas, like a late night taco spot or a New Orleans style cuisine. It's crazy how those concepts disappeared faster than a bowl of Ambien at Bill Cosby's house. Quick quiz. Who has put more people to sleep, Bill Cosby or Kriss Larock?
Kriss Larock.
All right. Maybe I should take it easy on him, right, guys? Or should I? No? Wow, man. Seriously, how old are you, bro? I mean, like, how old are you? I see that you don't put your year with your month and date on there. But the new Corvette and the tribal tattoos tell me you're at least over 50. Living in the basement is sad in your 30s. Acceptable in your 20s, which is the age range of the people you like to have sex with. Jesus Christ, what the fuck have you done with your face? You used to look your age, now you look like you just left the methadone clinic. This man's face has had more work than these Bay City bridges. And what the fuck happened to your hairline? Or is your hair just running away from your face? Chris is an amazing karaoke artist. He hosts this karaoke contest, The Voice of Bay City, when he loves where people will show up to watch him compete. But most people would rather watch Jake Paul attempt to read 2 pages out of a Harry Potter book. I'm gonna leave you with this. This is the one joke I didn't write. I have nothing written with this. It was just a night. I told you I was his fucking neighbor, right? I'm just gonna give you numbers, and you take what you want from it. So it was a night with 12 people, practically 0 vaginas in practically zero women who didn't have a penis on them. There was 4 outfit changes. Kriss came into my house as 2 different onesie dinosaurs, and in the last one, he came in fully tied up around 5 o'clock in the morning with a fucking shit in his mouth, just skipping into my fucking house. And he looked at me and I was like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah." Turned around and skipped back to his apartment. When I went in that apartment earlier that night, it smelled like literal fucking butthole and crack. I don't know what crack smelled like, but it wasn't coke. All right, y'all. You have a good night, man. I'm JR. Man, don't keep fucking clapping.
Alrighty, give it up again for JR Cortinas! JR looks like DJ Khaled after he lost the weight, but without the success. JR is actually a Cowboys fan, if you didn't know. Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan.
Boo, how about the Cowboys?
The day he sees them in a Super Bowl is the same day that he finds out he's funny. Alrighty, we're gonna give it up for our last roaster of the night. Please give a fucking warm welcome to the man that advertises he's native but doesn't get paid. Matt Klaus!
All right, everybody, how about your roasters? I just did the same fucking dumb thing JR did. God damn it. All right. Speaking of JR, JR, when he moved to this area, he made a pretty good life for himself. Like I said, he's a safety guy. He makes a lot of money. I actually tried to pick him up today, and he said, "I can't drive the Benz in the snow." Okay, I'll pick you up in my Nissan, you fuck. JR's made such a good life for himself, but he likes to share that with his family down south. So he just drives back and forth across the city, sending them voice messages like, "I do this 4 times a day, and you fuckers can't cross that river once." JR looks like he grosses white people out with the food he warms up in the break room. Now, everybody knows her, everybody kind of likes her. Give it up for your roast master, Micaiah Ramos! We have this thing where Micaiah and I, we talk about how I'm her uncle and she's my niece. We're not genetically related, but it would make a lot more sense because genetics determines alcoholism and depression. So, I got us both on that one. Have you ever seen the dirtbags Micaiah's box? It would make sense that her UTI has a yeast infection.
I heard she fucks her uncles.
No. Watch it there.
I'm not you.
But seriously, your comedy is that you've been invited to comedy festivals. She killed the Jester's Court Festival. Let's give her a hand for doing such a good job. She's doing a great job tonight. Your comedy is almost poetic if the poet writing it was Sylvia Plath. If the person next to you laughed, they're either well-read or crying for help. Famously killed herself. I heard one person go, "Oh, Jim Carney, everybody." Yeah, Arkansas Richard Nixon.
He just said I don't like him.
We've already determined that Jim has Tourette's. So most of the time when I'm doing comedy, I don't know if he's agreeing with the joke or literally just sitting there. But you're...
I laugh when it's funny.
You're a blue-collar guy, you're a pipe fitter, but, you know, work gets hard sometimes. If you ever need some help, Kriss is always here. I'm sure you'd make a great bartender.
Spill some stuff.
Speaking of white people, Hugh Simpkins, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Bill took a nice hearty nap during that set. Huey is Native American, and the last time one of our tribesmen paid this much respect to a white man, it's not going to work out the same way because he already owns your house. I thought this was going to be the one thing Kriss had ever done with like aggressive butch lesbians, and then I remembered Huey was going to be here, so
I hit it from behind.
relief. Huey's a lot like a rainbow MasterCard. He's everywhere you'd like to be. Now, let's give another big round of applause for the person we're all here for, Kriss Larock.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of you might be here because you think Kriss is a narcissist, or off-putting, or a lush, or a mediocre white man who only fails upwards. Kriss somehow figured out how to leave Bay City looking like a guy named Lewis and come back thinking he's Lil Wayne. There's a time I was looking for a new barber, and I actually had asked Kriss, give me the hookup, give me the plug, and he said, I don't know, mine cost about $5,000.
It's real!
No, it's not. No, it's not. The first night I ever met Kriss, I ended up at a party at his house at the LaPorte building. I don't remember most of that night, and now looking back, I realized I lost Kriss's favorite game, a roofie roulette. In order to get ahead in life, we're all told to sharpen our skills by buying an education. But Kriss was only half listening and somehow still got ahead by buying a sharper jawline. We call that luck of the Polish. Kriss's plastic surgery is so cheaply done, he gets anxiety attacks in hardware stores. Kriss's plastic surgery was so drastic, iPhones don't even recognize him as a person anymore. But really, what can you call an entrepreneur, a master business owner, a visionary who only invests their money so intelligently they never have to worry for their entire life? You call that person Art Dorr. Most people develop deep personality issues because they have self-esteem problems, or they're not wealthy, or they don't have good people problems, or people awareness. So I guess we actually can call Kriss a self-made man. Kriss, you're the most talked about man in Bay City. Just look at the proof here tonight. Look at all these people here tonight. The only thing you don't know is most of those conversations start with, oh shit, here he comes.
You're not supposed to be here, Brandon.
Kriss is actually more famous behind the scenes than most of you know. Kriss's dick was used as reference pictures for the clickers in The Last of Us. Totally covered in mushrooms. It's like a hammerhead shark down there. But in reality, I want to thank Kriss for using the power vested in him by his family's money to give a simple fucking yes to a home for independent local comedians to have a place to go and work on their craft. Woo! And for that, in front of all these people, I would like to shake your hand. Hold on.
I'm not making that joke.
Good job, man. Good job. That was good. That was great.
I will say, the only thing bloodier than my period is the battle Kriss and his family went to for Art Door's money. And you want to know what? I am cocky, and I'm gonna fucking say it. I may be an alcoholic, but I've done better than all of you guys sober. And I will say, if we're getting roofied with for anything tonight that Kriss has put in our drinks, it's gonna be boner pills. But anyway, I would love to give it up for the man of the hour, the guy that we have been roasting all night, and the entrepreneur himself, Kriss Larock!
I don't have anything funny to say. On a serious note, I do want to thank you guys. I haven't had that much fun since your mom took me home, got me drunk on margaritas, and sat on my face. I'm sorry if you're still here, Maria. We're supposed to walk in right before that joke. Anyway, seriously, guys, I thank you guys for supporting this and having comedy here at Coven. Get drunk. You know what? Let's make a cheap shot and do a little shot for everybody on the house tonight. Let's do something like that. Thank you, guys.